Suppose we want to convert our string builder object into a string, so can be assigned directly like this SPLR. So it will throw an error. Why it will throw an error? Because we can't directly convert our string builder object to a string. Okay, if I run this program, then it will throw an error. See, string builder cannot be converted to string. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to convert into string builder into the string first. So first what we are doing, we are converting string builder object into a string, and a converted string is assigned to str. It will work fine, it will not throw an error. So this is printing Mark Zuckerberg. This is printing Mark Zuckerberg because earlier we had Mark, and we have printed Mark here, then we appended Zuckerberg into the Mark. So Zuckerberg was appended into the Mark at the memory, at the heap memory area. So Mark Zuckerberg is printed with the help of line number 9. At line number 11, what we are doing, we are converting our string builder object to a string. Okay, this string builder object will be converted into the string Mark Zuckerberg, and we are assigning to a string. So we know strings are immutable. So this Mark Zuckerberg will be stored into the string constant pool area. So first we will check for this Mark Zuckerberg value if it is present into the string constant pool area or not. First we will check for Mark Zuckerberg value, this Mark Zuckerberg value, and here in string constant pool area Mark Zuckerberg is not present. So we will create Mark Berg into the string constant pool area, and str string object will be assigned to the Mark Zuckerberg. Here string object will be assigned to the Mark Zuckerberg. So here we are not str is not reference to the Mark Zuckerberg which is present into heap memory area. For str we are creating new object Mark Zuckerberg, and it will be created into the string constant pool area, and we know string constant pool area is part of heap memory only. Okay, for string builder we have created Mark Zuckerberg object into the heap memory. Then we have converted Mark Zuckerberg into the string. Okay, and and we are storing this converted string into the string object. So Mark Zuckerberg will be created into the string constant pool area, and this string object will refer to the Mark Zuckerberg. So one thing one difference we can identify between the string builder and strings are immutable, because once we create a string object we cannot change it. We can reassign, or we can create a new object, but we cannot change the existing string object. And string builder object are mutable, we can change it. See, earlier string builder object was Mark, then we appended the Zuckerberg into the string builder object. So we appended the Zuckerberg object into the Mark, because string builder is immutable. String builder is immutable. We can modify and we can change the value of string builder object. So in this program we have seen how to convert string builder object into a string. Now we will see how to convert a string object into the string builder object. Let me write it. So initially we have this string str equal to Mark. Okay, so Mark will be created. Okay, let me omit these things also. Initially Mark will be created into the string constant pool area. Mark will be created, and Mark will be created with the str. Okay, so str will refer to the Mark. Now suppose we want to append the surname of Mark, like str dot concat Zuckerberg. Even then also string will remain same. String will remain the Mark, and Zuckerberg we are adding the Zuckerberg. So new string object will be created. First it will look for Mark Zuckerberg. Into the string constant pool area. Mark Zuckerberg is not present into the string constant pool area, so new Mark Zuckerberg will be created. See, Mark, and we are not assigning this Mark Zuckerberg into the string, so our str string will keep pointing to Mark only. If we print a string, and again if we print str here, let me run this program and see the output. Okay, first we have created mask string, and mark is getting printed here into the string, and then we are concatenating Zuckerberg into the string. Okay, so Mark Zuckerberg is getting printed here, Mark Zuckerberg, and Mark will be remain untouched because we are not assigning a string to this new value, Mark Zuckerberg. So see, this after concatenating also str will remain same because string is immutable. Whenever we create a object or value for the string, those will not be modifiable. Those will not be changed. So mark will remain the mark. Suppose if I try to reassign it into str equal to str got concatenate, then this thing will return Mark Zuckerberg. So first it will look into the string constant pool area, Mark Zuckerberg is present or not. Earlier Mark Zuckerberg was not present, so it will create Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, and it will reassign to str. So this assignment is gone now. This assignment is gone. Okay, so now str will point to Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, so if we run this program and if we try to see the output, then first at line number 6, what is happening? We are creating a string object using the string literal mark. So mark will be getting printed at line number 7, and we are concatenating the Zuckerberg into this into the mark string, and we are reassigning also str equal to, so Mark Zuckerberg, this new string will be assigned to the string object, and at line number 9 we are printing Mark Zuckerberg as a whole string. Let me run this program and see the output. So earlier Mark is getting printed, then we are printing Mark Zuckerberg. Let me put some space here, it will look good. Mark, then Mark Zuckerberg. Suppose now I want to store this string into the string builder object, so we can create a string builder object. Okay, SVLR. Okay, and we can pass str, and we can have new here, and we can print our string builder object also. The string builder object will be nothing but Mark Zuckerberg. Let me run this program and see the output. See, string builder object is also printing Mark Zuckerberg. Now suppose if we want to append one more value into the string builder object, like so, what we are doing, first of all, what happened at line number 11, we have initialized the SPLR string builder object with the Mark Zuckerberg value. So we know string builder objects reside into the heap memory area, they do not reside into the string constant pool area. So SPLR will reside into the heap memory area. So here Mark Zuckerberg will be created with the help of line number 11. With the help of line number 11, Mark Zuckerberg will be created into the heap memory area. See here, SBLR is not referring to the Mark Zuckerberg into the string constant pool area. Instead of that, we have created new Mark Zuckerberg object into the heap memory, and SBLR is pointing to this newly created string object. Okay, and at line number 12 we are printing SBLR string object, so Mark Zuckerberg is getting printed here. Okay, and line number 13 we are appending the CEO into the Mark Zuckerberg. So it is not creating like Mark Zuckerberg as a new object, then appending the CEO. We don't need to create a new object then append the CEO string. We don't need to do that because string builder objects are mutable. We can change the string builder objects. So we can append CEO here itself, CEO. Since string builder objects are mutable, we can modify string builder objects. So earlier we had string builder object Mark Zuckerberg. We have modified, we have updated this Mark Zuckerberg string builder object with the CEO. So now SBLR is pointing to the same previous object and where the value is updated as a Mark Zuckerberg CEO. We can run this program and see the output. It will print Mark Zuckerberg CEO. Okay. See, it is printing Mark Zuckerberg CEO. So we can We can identify some noticeable difference between the string and string builder. First is string builder is modifiable. See, string, we had Mark Zuckerberg and we wanted to append CEO. We have directly appended CEO into the Mark Zuckerberg object. It means we can modify the string builder objects. So string builder objects are modifiable. And in case of string, we earlier had Mark, then we wanted to append the Zuckerberg, but it was not working. So we have created new object Mark Zuckerberg, and now str object is referring to this new object. In case of strings, objects are immutable. Earlier we had this mark object, so we were not able to modify it, we were not able to update it, we were not able to change it because strings objects are immutable. We have just created a new object Mark Zuckerberg, and we have provided reference of str object to Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, so this is the first difference. String builder objects are mutable, and string objects are immutable. Okay, and see here, string objects are less memory efficient because here we have, earlier we had Mark object, then we wanted to append the Zuckerberg at line number 8. So we have created a new object Mark and Zuckerberg. So earlier created object is still in the memory, so it is taking more memory. So string objects are taking more memory because earlier created Mark object is still into the memory, so it is taking more memory. But in case of string builder object, we have directly modified, we have directly updated CEO into the Mark Zuckerberg. It means string builder objects are memory efficient. They will take less memory. Okay, string builder objects are not thread safe. So whenever we want to use string builder objects, we should use string builder objects into the single thread only, because synchronization will not happen with the string builder objects. So these were the main differences between the string builder object and string objects. Okay, I hope you understood it. Thank you.